Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before I get into the detail, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your support and endless love. Keep supporting me and give your valuable suggestions and feel free to point out my mistakes as well. Ever since I started this channel, I've been getting a lot of suggestions that I make videos in English so that a larger spectrum of viewers could be benefited. Considering all your suggestions, I've made the fourth video of my channel in English and I'll be adding subtitles in future as well. As usual, I'm gonna take you to another offbeat location in Goa, the Cotigao Wildlife Sanctuary. As you enter through the main entry point, the 2 km long road would take you to the office cum registration area. There are budget stays also around this point which you have to book in advance. Once you have got yourself registered and made the necessary payment, the front desk staff would provide you a map of the area. I'll be talking on the entry rates in detail by the end of this video. The location pointer marked 1 is the registration area, where there is a manned checkpoint. As you drive ahead, you'd pass by mud houses and a tea shop, which happens to be the nearest shop of any form within the enclosed area. As we drove, we were able to spot a grey langur sitting at a distance. After driving around 3.5 kilometers, we reached the next manned checkpoint. We parked the car on the roadside, got our name written in the register again, and started our walk to the treetop watchtower. Though we opted to take jungle trail, there's also a butterfly park within the sanctuary. Since the ideal time to visit the butterfly park is around October, we decided to go on the jungle trail alone this time. Cotigao is located in Canacona District and is a one-day getaway from Palolem Beach, its white sand, and the sea. Established in 1969, Cotigao is considered as the second largest of all wildlife sanctuaries in Goa. The 105 square kilometer sanctuary is spread over the most densely forested areas of the state and is partly hilly to the south and east. One can expect to see animals like flying squirrel, Indian pangolin, four-horned antelope, slender loris, mouse deer, as well as birds and reptiles like Malabar dragon, speckled peculate, velvet-fronted nuthatch, Malayan bittern, white-bellied woodpecker, hard-spotted woodpecker, draco or the flying lizard, hump-nosed pit viper, golden-back gliding snake, and the Malabar tree toad. Birds not easily seen elsewhere in Goa include rufous woodpecker, Malabar crested lark, white-eyed eagle. And if you're a true animal lover and wildlife safari enthusiast, you will be more observant than others and could possibly spot shy animals like the panther, sloth bear, hyenas, gazelles, and porcupines who rarely give up their privacy they have in the dense part of the jungle. Besides animals, the sanctuary is also inhabited by humans, the ancient tribes of Goa like the Kunbil and Wildife. You can interact with them and get an understanding of their culture and way of life. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you something very important. The forest that I'm walking in right now is totally open and the wildlife in it are all wild and free. We have to reach the treetop all by our own by tracking the stones painted in white kept on either side of the track. I'd personally advise everyone to visit such places during early morning or evening hours because that's when you have a higher probability of spotting animals. I visited this place when it was nearly noon, so I couldn't see much animals on this trail. However, I was fortunate to have witnessed a spectacular scene where a large group of around 30 to 40 grey langurs were seen literally flying from one treetop to another in a synchronized manner. I was paused by the mesmerizing view, so paused that it even froze my brain. The whole thing was happening above me, and I didn't even think of getting it recorded. On the walk to the watchtower, I saw this huge jackfruit tree, probably the tallest I've seen in my whole life. I visited this sanctuary during midsummer, and the long walk through this forest was a bit too tiring. If you're someone who have the habit of drinking water often, I'd suggest to keep a bottle of water along with you throughout the course of the trail because there are no means of procuring water inside the protected area. And if you have plastic bags or bottles with you, dispose them off sensibly. Do not litter the forest. After walking nearly 3 kilometers, we reached the treetop area. The watchtower was set up on top of a canopy so that we could get a better view of the area. There's a large water pool next to the watchtower where wild animals can come and quench their thirst. If you are into photography, you may get on top of the watchtower and wait there for a while. If you are lucky enough, you might encounter some wild animals there. We are now standing at the pointer marked 3 on map. The watchtower has been made using iron rods and wooden planks. At a time, it can accommodate around 4 to 6 people. There's a theatre-like area made of stones right in front of the watchtower. The stairs to the watchtower is horribly inclined. View from the watchtower is mesmerizing. You can see a large part of the sanctuary from here. After waiting here for nearly 15 minutes, I was able to see a migratory Siberian stork which had come here to drink some water from the pool. After sitting here for some time, we started walking back to where we have parked our car. On our way back, I saw this beautiful banyan tree and clicked a few pictures of it. The walk through the forest was worth the efforts we put in. On our way back, we were able to find deer tracks and a variety of seeds. One can learn all forms of seed dispersal by just walking through this forest. We went on an off-road ride through the forest area to get to the pointer marked 4 on map. There's an artificial pool where the roads end. After sitting here for some time, we winded up our journey. Entry fee for adults is 100 rupees per head. You have to make separate payments for the butterfly park and the jungle trail. If you are carrying DSLR cameras or if you are driving your vehicle into the forest area, you have to pay additional payments. Cotigao Wildlife Sanctuary is approximately 90 kilometers from Panjim. One can take a bus from Panjim till Poingunam and a connection bus from there till the sanctuary. The sanctuary is hardly 12 kilometers drive from Palolem. If you like this video, please subscribe, comment your suggestions and share with your friends.